Good evening and welcome to the pre-show of the 2020 Arkansas Cattle Barons Ball. My name is Lauren McCullough, Chair of Cattle Barons Ball of Little Rock and a member of the American Cancer Society Young Professionals Group. This year's event will obviously look and feel different than in recent years, but our mission remains the same, to further the fight against cancer. We are so glad that you are here with us tonight to do just that.
Thanks, Lauren. And you're right, things are quite a bit different this year due to the global pandemic. But one thing rings true. Cancer doesn't stop. So neither does the American Cancer Society and its many dedicated volunteers and supporters. Your presence and generosity tonight will help the society attack cancer from every angle. We can't let cancer gain ground. I'm Ty Jones, Marketing Director at NEA Baptist, also a member of the American Cancer Society's Young Professionals Group and an MC for this wonderful event. Now, to kick things off, we'd like to introduce our pre-show MC, Brian Osborne, who you all may know as Big O. Brian is the operations manager and co-owner of More Media Radio, Publishing and Digital in Northeast Arkansas. This includes radio stations 107.1 Jack FM, Jill at 99.3, and iRock 103.7, Premier Magazine, and ExploreMoreNEA.com. Brian has been involved in Northeast Arkansas broadcasting for the better part of 40 years, having started at 1490 KDRS AM in 1980. We're so excited to have him here with us tonight. Please welcome Big O.
Hey, thank you, Lauren and Ty. I'm so happy to be here with you all tonight, and welcome again to the 2020 Arkansas Cattle Barons Ball. Now, we have a great pre-show set up for you tonight, but before we get started with some entertainment, we want to let you know about two very important aspects of tonight's event: the online silent auction and donations for diamonds. You will find some must-have items in the auction, such as fabulous trips and a Chris Stapleton autographed guitar. So visit cattlebaronsarkansas.com/auction to register and start your bidding. The auction doesn't end until October 23rd. Now, for your chance to win a 1.27 carat champagne round diamond graciously donated by George's Custom Jewelry Designs, simply purchase a chance for a $100 donation. We'll only be accepting donations for 100 chances. Be sure to get yours now at cattlebaronsarkansas.com/diamond. Like the auction, donations for diamonds will run until October 23rd. Now for some entertainment.
Things sure could be real strange tonight. Might not be a single star lit up in the sky. Wouldn't be a fish flying or a cricket's chime. Just the sound of busy streets and the Mold City lights shining bright. I'm a country boy with a southern state of mind, looking for tomorrow tonight. Wanna get lost out where the full moon's out, with my baby by my side. Gonna hop in my truck, take a left or right, and go miles out from these city lights. Working 9 to 5 can really bring a man down, 'cause there's no cure for a country boy in this town. 7 days a week of nothing but pavement all around. Got to find me an old dirt road to get my boots on now. Come on. I'm a country boy with a southern state of mind, looking for tomorrow tonight. Wanna get lost out where the full moon's out, with my baby by my side. Gonna hop in my truck, take a left or right, and go miles out from these city lights. It's a Friday night, gonna head out, take a left or right out of this town. How's everybody doing out there tonight? Thank you all for tuning in. We hope you'll get your hands together with us right here. I'm a country boy with a southern state of mind, looking for tomorrow tonight. Wanna get lost out where the full moon's out, with my baby by my side. I'm a country boy with a southern state of mind, looking for tomorrow tonight. Wanna get lost out where the full moon's out, with my baby by my side. Gonna hop in my truck, take a left or right, and go miles out from these city lights. Yeah, from these city lights. He wakes up at the crack of dawn and kisses her cheek, throws his old Levi's on, puts his boots on his feet, makes a pot of coffee right before he leaves. He sends up a prayer asking for a good year, climbs on the tractor with his blood, sweat, and tears poured into the ground as he makes another round. Row by row, he plants the field, kicking dust up on his heels. A way to make ends meet every day, row by row. When the wells run dry from the summer heat, stays up all night, doesn't want to repeat last year's drought. Time and money's running out. Row by row, he plants the field, kicking dust up on his heels. Row by row, he finds a way to make ends meet every day, row by row. Row by row, harvest time is here. Time to end another year. And oh, he knows his work is never done, so he passes it on to his son. Row by row, he'll plant the field, row by row, he'll understand the work his dad put in this land, row by row.
You and the entire American Cancer Society of Arkansas team have done a great job putting together tonight's event, especially under the new constraints coronavirus presents. And a special thanks tonight to everyone tuning in. Your viewership is a testament not only to the impact cancer has in all of our lives, but also to the generous support available across the state. Without you, CARTI and the American Cancer Society would not be able to adequately treat and support patients battling cancer. While we strive every day to realize a world without cancer, the unfortunate reality is that we are not there yet. Whether it's a battle we personally have to fight or one that calls on us to support a loved one in their own battle, we know that nearly every person today is impacted by cancer. Until that day comes when cancer is no more, CARTI and the American Cancer Society of Arkansas will continue changing lives through our shared mission to not only provide unparalleled cancer care, but to provide resources that allow our patients to keep a sense of normalcy during a time of great uncertainty. Together, we will ensure no one walks this journey alone by providing necessary support groups and services. Ensure everyone has access to the same level of expert care regardless of their financial or geographical limitations by providing free transportation services. Ensure patients are able to regain a sense of wholeness by providing free wigs to those who have lost their hair due to life-saving cancer treatments. Thanks to the financial generosity of the American Cancer Society and events like tonight's Cattle Barons Ball, we're able to accomplish our goal of treating our patients and their caregivers holistically, providing emotional, financial, and physical resources that can make a drastic difference in a person's cancer journey. We're grateful for our long history with the American Cancer Society of Arkansas and look forward to continuing to work together to provide assistance programs and resources for our neighbors across the state and region who are walking a cancer journey. Thank you.
At Focus Bank, we understand your community because it's our community too. With branches across Southeast Missouri and Northeast Arkansas, Focus Bank offers services like fraud protection, really free checking, and mobile banking that lets you bank simply and securely anytime, anywhere. Stop by any of our branches or visit us online to open an account today. Plus, you'll receive an awesome free gift just for opening your new really free checking account. And when you refer someone who opens an account, you'll both receive a gift. Although we believe the real gift is banking with people who truly get you. Focus Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
We would like to thank our community partners and sponsors, CARTI and Focus Bank, for their support of this event and the fight against cancer. Now let's see some more entertainment.
Jolene, 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 Jolene. Oh, I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 Jolene. Oh, please don't take him just because you can. Your beauty is beyond compare, the flaming locks of auburn hair and ivory skin with eyes of emerald green. Your smile is like a breath of spring, your skin is soft like summer rain, and I cannot compete with you, Jolene. He talks about you in his sleep. There's nothing that I can do to keep from crying when he calls your name, Jolene. And I could easily understand how you could easily take him out, man, but you don't know what he means to me, Jolene. Jolene, 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 Jolene. Oh, I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 Jolene. Oh, please don't take him even though you can. I had to have this talk with you. My happiness depends on you, and whatever you decide to do, Jolene. And you could have your choice of men, but I could never love again. He's the only one for me, Jolene. Jolene, 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 Jolene. Oh, please don't take him just because you can. Jolene, 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 Jolene. Oh, please don't take him just because you can. Jolene.
Hi, I'm Vicki Morris, Vice President of Sales with Central Bank. I also sit on the Arkansas Board of Directors for the American Cancer Society. Central Bank is proud to support the American Cancer Society's mission to free the world from cancer. Research by the American Cancer Society has contributed to the 29% decrease in overall U.S. cancer death rates since 1991. Together, we continue to fund the future.
We offer our patients the ability to choose better.
I choose better nursing.
I choose better support.
I choose better technology.
Choose the leader in cancer care in Northeast Arkansas with a team by your side for both treatment and support. Find out more at neabaptistclinic.com. At the NEA Baptist Fowler Family Center for Cancer Care, together we are better.
Thank you to Central Bank and NEA Baptist for your partnership with the American Cancer Society and for your sponsorship of this event. And thank you to everyone for tuning in to our 2020 Arkansas Cattle Barons Ball pre-show. We're getting closer to the main event, but we now have another great treat for you.
In this town, a girl like me ain't got nowhere to go. Found my mama, finding out before I even get back home. I can hide out in the bleachers, I don't play those games. If a party at the trailer park, well, I rip my family name. So I take a ride on 55 down a gravel road. Pull up to a shady spot where no one gets to go.
So you may have and you may not have heard Scott Verde and his band playing tonight. He was a guy back in the back on the drums. You know what, Scott, I want to call you out. I want to tell you, buddy, real men wear pink. And I got my pink on tonight because I had another job to do tonight. Next year, I'm going to be a real man that wears pink. And whatever money you raise tonight, I can assure you I'll raise more next year. Pretty easy task to top you.
I'm Sierra Wagner from KJMB, Northeast Arkansas, Fox and CBS. We're so proud to be a media sponsor for the Cattle Barons Ball this year. As a member of YPACS, I get to see kind of hands-on what the American Cancer Society does day in and day out. It is truly amazing, and I know that they are such a blessing to so many people out there. I got to see a lot of those people that have been touched by this organization through their stories and their testimonials that you've either already seen or will see throughout the night. All of us at KJMB hope that you're having a great evening, and do not be afraid to hit that donate button.
Hello, I'm Rodney Hawkins with Windstream. I sit on the Arkansas Board of Directors for the American Cancer Society. Windstream joins the American Cancer Society by envisioning future generations living without the threat of cancer. That is why we partnered with them this year to fund the future of life-saving research and innovative preventative care. Together, we're attacking cancer from every angle.
Good afternoon. I am Dr. Abdel Karim, and I am a medical oncologist and a hematologist with St. Bernard's Cancer Center. At the Cancer Center at St. Bernard, we provide many services to our patients when they receive chemotherapy treatments and blood work, and we also have radiation oncology program as well. And I, with my colleagues, physicians and mid-level providers, see a lot of patients from Jonesboro area and from the surrounding areas. We cannot do what we do every day without the partnership with many organizations and societies we have with. And we're very proud of our partnership with the American Cancer Society when they have been providing a lot of support to our patients to help them get to their treatments and to their therapies that they need. One of that is a program when we pay for the gas money for patients to be able to get to their appointments, and they provide transportation for that, especially when patients are getting radiation therapy when they are here 5 days a week. And this has been very generous support from the American Cancer Society, and we're very proud to have this relationship with them. St. Bernard is also very proud of sponsoring the Cattle Barons Ball for this year as well, which we've been doing, and it has been showing a lot of support from the community.
Well, if you don't have a drink in your hand just yet, let me take a moment to inspire your selection. One of the fan favorite aspects of the Cattle Barons Ball is the Whiskey Wrangler competition for the best cocktail. Of course, we couldn't let a global pandemic get in the way of our competition, so we quickly adapted the format, and we are so thankful for our participants that they stuck with us.
I'm Sierra Wagner from KJMB, Northeast Arkansas, Fox and CBS. We're going to take a few minutes and let a Duke Award winner, Trevor of Embassy Suites, mix his personal drink, the Oriah Sour.
All right, first we're going to prep our glass. So we're going to take a lemon wheel, slide that in there, and take your spoon and press it to the side. Get a lemon in there, fill it up with ice, and take a second lemon wheel and put it on top. All right, we're going to take our lemon juice right here, and it's going to be 3 parts lemon juice and then 1 part brown sugar. And then 2 drops vanilla. All right, we're gonna give that a dry shake. And a dry shake means you're gonna shake it with no ice. Just mix those ingredients. All right, next we're gonna take our other glass. We're gonna add 1/2 ounce of amaretto. We're going to take 1.25 ounces of Bulleit rye bourbon. And I wanted to use a Bulleit rye bourbon, give it a little taste to it so it doesn't get lost in all the flavors. And then we're gonna add our brown sugar sour and leave a little room at the top. We're gonna give all of that a good shake. And then strain that over our prepped glass. We're still gonna leave a little room at the top for our Real Sangria. And give it a good float, so pour slowly. Make it look real pretty. It's named the Araya Sour after my daughter because it's tall, it's pretty, and it's gonna cost you in the long run. And then when you're ready to drink, give it a good mix.
Oh, thank you, Trevor. This is so good. Thank you to the Embassy Suites. And if you want to try the Araya Sour for yourself, you can go to our Facebook page for the full recipe. Everyone, hold on. We're going to hear from all of the amazing people who are behind this great event.
Your 2020 Arkansas Cattle Barons Ball is coming up shortly. Before we begin, I have the privilege of introducing you to the wonderful ladies responsible for this event. Please allow me to introduce you to your 2020 Arkansas Cattle Barons Ball chairs, Heather Johnson, Sarah Dawson, and Lauren McCullough.
Good evening, or should I say howdy y'all. I'm Heather Johnson. I'm the chair of the Cattle Barons Ball of Northeast Arkansas for 2020. I hope that y'all are having a great start to the evening because we're just getting started. We'd like to thank Big O for being here with us tonight. What a great start to this unique event.
Absolutely, Heather. We have a fun event for you tonight. I'm Sarah Dawson, co-chair of the Northeast Arkansas Cattle Barons Ball. When Lauren, Heather, and I all came together to plan the Cattle Barons Ball for Arkansas this year, we had no idea that we would end up together in one statewide event. COVID-19 has affected many things, including this event and the fight against cancer. But we feel blessed and inspired to join forces and fight cancer in our great state together.
The 2020 Arkansas Cattle Barons Ball will begin shortly, and I'll be there along the way as one of your MCs. On behalf of Heather, Sarah, and myself, I'd like to sincerely thank everyone for being with us tonight. We have some outstanding support from sponsors, volunteers, survivors, and our communities. We thank you.
These days, it's easy to feel helpless. Like the world moves without regard for love. Like together is a past tense, and our future is uncertain. It's easy to feel like our problems are too big to solve.
I asked myself, why me? But then I realized that cancer doesn't discriminate. Cancer can happen to anybody.
But every big problem is just a series of small ones. The vague but striking fear of a diagnosis, lessened with every late-night question answered. The complex web of individual diseases, untangled with every rogue cell understood. The reality that treatment is out of reach, eliminated with every right to treatment coordinated, and every place to stay secured. The overwhelming burden of the work left to do lowered with every fundraising goal met and every life-saving bill passed. We can't end cancer alone. But when each one of our 1.5 million volunteers, staff, and researchers solves a small problem, hope gets bigger.
Good evening. I'm Lauren McCullough, one of the chairs and MCs of tonight's event and a member of the American Cancer Society Young Professionals Group here in Arkansas. Welcome to the 2020 Arkansas Cattle Barons Ball, a new virtual experience to fight cancer right here in our great state. When we celebrated 2020 on New Year's Day, none of us could have predicted the roller coaster ride we were about to begin, but we have made it this far. Tonight, we typically would have come together in person to celebrate and work toward finding a cure. While we can't be together in person, we can at least all come together in the virtual world.
That's right, Lauren. We've taken the very best parts of Cattle Barons Ball of Northeast Arkansas and Cattle Barons Ball Arkansas in Little Rock and created an inspiring night you won't soon forget. I'm Ty Jones, Marketing Director at NEA Baptist, also a member of the American Cancer Society's Young Professionals Group and an MC for this wonderful event. We're coming to you tonight on Facebook, YouTube, and the 2020 Arkansas Cattle Barons Ball website. Wherever you are and however you're joining us, we hope you're doing well and are ready for a fun and inspirational night.
Tonight will be about taking some time to highlight, recognize, and thank some key people in Arkansas who have helped shape this event into what it is today. Throughout the event, we will encourage you to take pictures, including selfies, and post to social media. Don't forget to tag at CBB of NEA and at Cattle Barons Arkansas, and use those hashtags, hashtag CBB Arkansas and hashtag Attacking Cancer.
There are also two very important aspects of tonight's event that we want to remind you about: the online silent auction and donations for diamonds. You will find some must-have items in the auction, such as fabulous trips and a Chris Stapleton autographed guitar. So visit cattlebaronsarkansas.com/auction to register and start your bidding. The online auction will end on October 23rd. American Cancer Society staff will contact the winning bidders to make arrangements for getting your items.
To tell us a bit more about donations for diamonds, have you seen that diamond? It is incredible. Please welcome George with George's Custom Jewelry Designs, who so graciously donated the jewelry for our event. George has been a master jeweler for almost 30 years with several family-owned jewelry stores in Texas and Arkansas. He creates unique, high-quality, and handcrafted custom fine jewelry.
For your chance to win a 1.27 carat golden champagne diamond, graciously donated by George's Custom Jewelry Designs, simply make a $100 donation. We are only accepting donations for 100 chances. Like the auction, donations for diamonds will run until October 23rd.
Ty, how many chances have you bought to win me the diamond?
My wife's gonna be watching, but
Okay, there's that.
a few, a couple.
Okay. At this time, we are happy to bring you a message from American Cancer Society CEO Gary Reedy and his wife Cindy.
Hi, I'm Gary Reedy, CEO of Your American Cancer Society, and this is my wife Cindy.
Thank you so much for joining us from your home, and welcome to our home. Gary and I love events like this and wish we could see you in person, but we hope you feel our heartfelt thanks all the same. And we want to sincerely thank you for your continued dedication to the American Cancer Society mission and to inspire positive change.
And thank you for standing by cancer patients and their families when they need you the most. Your support is needed now more than ever because cancer hasn't stopped and neither have we. Your support allows us to be here for cancer patients during this tragic pandemic and beyond. It also allows us to fund life-saving research, provide direction and guidance, and safely resume patient services when the time is right. We are so grateful to you. And as Cindy said, we are so inspired by your dedication. So cheers to a wonderful evening. Thank you.
Like we've already stated, this global pandemic has taken its toll on everything, including the fight against cancer. It's important to know that the American Cancer Society is still attacking cancer, but they need your help. Funding groundbreaking research, providing free programs and services to cancer patients, and so much more. It all relies on the support and generosity of others. Fundraising is not all we do, but all we do depends on it.
to say there's just a perfect day.
I was in the prime of my life. Everything was seemingly perfect, and I felt a lump. And it turned out it was cancer. Changed my world in an instant.
After I beat cancer the first time, I had Hodgkin's again. It came back. I would have to do a stem cell transplant, which would require me to stay in Charleston for 100 days. I knew I couldn't afford to stay in a hotel. It was overwhelming because I didn't know what was the next step.
Starting a laboratory as a young academic is difficult. I had applied for grant after grant after grant, and I was on the verge of shutting down my laboratory.
I was diagnosed with bladder cancer, and I was absolutely panicked, wondering how I was going to get to treatment. I was more concerned with my transportation than I was with my diagnosis.
My first call to the American Cancer Society was in the middle of the night. I just needed that support. I needed to talk to someone who can give me some facts about what was happening. It's a fearful time. And so to be able to have someone who you can call, there's no amount of value that can be put on that.
In a career-changing move for me, the American Cancer Society funded my first grant. That grant ultimately allowed me to leverage the talent in my laboratory to a larger grant, and then larger, more grants, and then to grow the adrenal cancer program that we have today.
Because of Road to Recovery, I never missed a single appointment. A huge relief for me to know that I was going to have people pick me up at my apartment and make sure I got to wherever I needed to go for my treatment.
The American Cancer Society helped me by allowing me to stay at the Hope Lodge. They offered me a place to stay for free while I received my stem cell treatments. And during that time, I was treated with nothing but love.
What an impactful video. The American Cancer Society truly touches the lives of so many. Your support and generosity tonight make a difference in the lives of so many, and that includes our sponsors. You'll get the chance to hear from some of our sponsors tonight, and we ask that you join us in thanking them for their support.
Thank you again to all of our sponsors of the 2020 Arkansas Cattle Barons Ball.
We're honored to have Chris Fowler here with us tonight as our survivor speaker. Since his cancer battle in 2002, Chris and his family have become important fixtures in the fight against cancer in Northeast Arkansas. When the opportunity presented itself to fund an endowment at the Fowler Cancer Care Center, the Kim and Chris Fowler Circle of Care was founded. This fund helps by creating a navigation tool to answer patients' questions and get them the vital information they need to help them along their journey. I'll let Chris tell you his cancer story.
Thank you very much. It's such an honor to be the honorary survivor and speaking tonight. When they asked me to be this, I thought, wow, you got to do something bad or have something bad happen to you to do something good to even be considered for this. So it's such an honor to have done all of that. There were good days, there were bad days, and we all know that. So in 2012, late 2011, I noticed a knot underneath my throat when I was shaving one day. I showed my wife and went to the doctor, and we followed the normal protocol. Oh, you got an infection in your lymph nodes, and did antibiotics. Went back and said, Doc, I think it's growing. And my wife and he both said, nah, we think you're wrong. We're going to try a stronger antibiotic. And if that doesn't work, we'll send you to an ENT. And in January of 2012, we went and saw an ENT here in Jonesboro. And sure enough, when the second doctor comes in and asks you the same questions as the first doctor, and happened to be friends of mine, I said, what the heck? And for you that know me, you know that I didn't say what the heck. But how do you get a second opinion before you even got a first opinion? But then they told me, we're going to do some tests tonight. We're going to send you over to St. Bernard's. We're going to do some CT scans because it appears you got cancer. The next morning we went to a KFC convention. As we walked into the hotel, I got a call from Dr. Sun in Little Rock. I'm going to be your cancer doctor. I'm the one that's going to operate on you. Come see me Monday when you get back into town. And that started a journey. And it's a journey I don't know that anybody can plan for, want, or desire. But boy, do you learn a lot. And Kim, my wife, was there, excuse me. She was there every day for me. We drove to Little Rock. We had our surgery. 3 weeks later, we started radiation, chemo, and boy, how did that ever start, right? And where do you go from there? Every day it was a new question, and who do you ask? I mean, there's no book. I don't think there's a Cancer for Dummies out there. So we learned a lot from the other patients. We learned a lot from nurses. We learned a lot from doctors. That's where the Fowler Family Cancer Center here in Jonesboro at NEA Baptist, Robbie Johnson came to me and he said, is there something you and Kim would like to do? And we said, yeah, we want to do something to help people to navigate, to find out, to be able to go ask questions and have a place where, hey, I got a metallic taste in my mouth. What do I do? Oh, you use a plastic spoon. Oh, how simple is that? But how do people just don't know? And so hopefully that is helping people in surviving to fight the battle and to win the battle. And with that, you know, every day my wife was there, Eddie Oates, a great friend of mine, my family, they were there for me that I just can't, I can never say thank you enough. But tonight I'd like to tell you about some other people. And that's you. And that's the people out everywhere. 2020 has been a crazy year. COVID-19, it's been crazy. Hurricanes, fires in California, earthquakes in Idaho. What have we not seen this year? But the one thing that's constant, cancer hasn't quit. We're finding vaccines for COVID-19. We're finding cures for COVID-19. Where's the cure for cancer? And that's what we've got to keep fighting for with the American Cancer Society. Help them raise money, help them find the cure so that people like me and people like you, a lot of you, can find the cure and have the cure. Tonight I want to recognize an inspiration that I have. And Kim and I have made a donation to the Fowler Family Cancer Center to fund an infusion lab and name an infusion lab after Sandy Beglin, a friend of mine's wife who is a cancer survivor, 3 children at home, going to high school. And Jim, Sandy, thank you all very much for inspiring me and many people in the KFC family. And this is our way of saying thank you. We appreciate you. You're inspiration to us all, but it's also a way to help fight cancer, to help eliminate cancer. You know, Nancy Reagan said, just say no to drugs. So I say, let's say no to cancer and let's kick its ass. And I said it, they're gonna beat me out, but that's okay. People that know me, I shoot straight. We gotta get rid of this terrible, terrible illness so that people don't fight it and don't have to become survivors so they can be honored like this. But I appreciate it. I thank y'all very, very much, and thank y'all.
Thank you, Chris, for sharing your story with us tonight, and we thank you and your family for all that you've done and continue to do in the fight against cancer in Northeast Arkansas. Now, my co-host has disappeared to the dressing room for, I think, wardrobe change number 3. At this time, we're excited to give you a little entertainment for the evening.
You know I've loved you for a long time. You swear that someday you'd be mine. Well, I hope that someday is tomorrow, 'cause I'm afraid that you might change your mind. Don't you know that, baby, you're driving me crazy, going out of my mind every time I see you. Don't you know that, baby, you're driving me crazy. Give me one good chance, I'll never let you go. You say that you don't want your heart broke, well, I swear that I will never try. 'Cause you make me feel like I'm a hero. If I can't have your love, I think I'll die. Don't you know that, baby, you're driving me crazy, going out of my mind every time I see you. Don't you know that, baby, you're driving me crazy. So give me one good chance, I'll never let you go. You say that you don't want your heart broke, well, I swear that I will never try. 'Cause you make me feel like I'm a hero. If I can't have your love, I think I'll die. Don't you know that, baby, you're driving me crazy, going out of my mind every time I see you. Don't you know that, baby, you're driving me crazy. So give me one good chance, I'll never let you go. Give me one good chance, I'll never let you go. Give me one good chance, and I'll never let you go.
Did you know that 75 cents of every dollar donated to the American Cancer Society goes directly to research, prevention, education, and patient services?
Did you know that in 1976, the American Cancer Society recommended mammography as the method for early detection of breast cancer? It's also the method still used today.
Did you know that the American Cancer Society has invested more than $4.6 billion in cancer research?
Did you know that the American Cancer Society funds more cancer research than anyone except the United States government? And they fund local programs, so when patients are battling cancer, they'll have help on the ground.
Did you know that people care?
And that's the American Cancer Society.
That's the American Cancer Society.
That's the American Cancer Society.
I I am waiting on Ty to get back. I'm pretty sure he just made a joke about me changing clothes. However, he's changing clothes too, and he's probably, there he is. Okay. As you just heard, the American Cancer Society has been and continues to be a leader in the fight against cancer. The dedicated staff and their force of passionate volunteers work each and every day to provide access to care by removing barriers that cancer patients face.
Good evening. My name is Keisha McKinney, and I am a 12-year Hodgkin's lymphoma survivor. Getting a cancer diagnosis is hard for anyone. It's a moment when time just simply seems to stand still. And there are so many decisions to make with a new diagnosis, and in most cases, the timing on those decisions are critical. Imagine with me if one of the most difficult moments in your life depended on whether you could get treatment or not. Transportation is one of the most significant barriers cancer patients face while undergoing potentially life-saving treatment. Some people don't have vehicles, and if they do, they can't afford gas to put in them. And beyond that, they may not even feel well enough to drive themselves to treatment. Some people don't have family and friends and a support group to help take care of them. And the hard truth is that because of this, some will simply forgo treatment altogether. Here's a simple fact for you. The best treatment cannot save a life if they cannot get there to receive it. So we're asking you tonight to consider these facts and help remove the transportation barrier for cancer patients in Arkansas. The American Cancer Society awards community transportation grants to health systems, treatment centers, and community organizations to address this critical need, but more support is needed. Please go to donatecbb.com and generously donate to the American Cancer Society's transportation program. We can't let someone's best chance of survival slip away simply because they cannot get to treatment. Thank you for your support.
The best treatment can't work if a patient can't get there. Please visit donatecbb.com to help remove the transportation barrier for cancer patients in Arkansas. Our friends at CARTI are here to show some of the program's impact.
As the state's largest independent cancer care provider, CARTI's network includes 16 treatment locations in 14 communities across the state, ensuring all Arkansans have access to world-class cancer care close to home. Each year, CARTI treats more than 23,000 unique patients, representing every county in the state. While some of these patients are fortunate to have safe, reliable transportation, many others are not as lucky. For these patients, we strive to eliminate the barrier that a lack of transportation can create when seeking treatment. And thanks to transportation grants from the American Cancer Society in Arkansas, we are able to make that a reality. With the American Cancer Society's support, we are able to provide transportation to our patients through partners like CareLink in Little Rock. With personal door-to-door service, our patients can get to and from their appointments safely and on time. In just the past 4 months, we have transported 99 unique patients from 41 communities across the state, totaling 1,172 one-way rides. With every ride, we make access to unparalleled cancer care a reality for more Arkansans. Please join us in our mission.
Continue to give at donatecbb.com. I'm going to go check on my silent auction items because, yes, I can bid too, even though I'm an MC.
And the diamond, right? Don't forget about the diamond.
Well, you've bought all the chances. Well, no, okay.
No, there's still a few available.
Okay, but seriously, silent auction, grab a drink, and we are going to welcome some more fabulous live music.
You got caught red-handed with that cute little blonde. Hope she's worth what she's losing, 'cause this is over, I'm gone. If you think I'll stay home crying lonely tears, you don't know who I am, let me make it clear. I
Too bad they didn't have our mics rolling during that one, because we were belting that one out. That was good.
Do you do a lot of karaoke? Like, do you sing a lot?
I'm king karaoke.
Okay.
Yeah, karaoke don't. That's my nickname. At this time, we have a very special presentation to share with all of you. In 2008, Lady Ram volleyball mom Kim Gaston Smith was battling with stage 4 breast cancer. In her honor, the event Dig for a Cure was started in Paragould, raising a little over $4,000 that first year. After losing Kim in 2009, the event continued, led by the Gill family, and has since raised over $90,000. These much-needed funds have been generously donated to Arkansas Methodist Medical Center's Project Hope, St. Bernard's Regional Medical Center's Imaging Center, where Kim Smith was employed, NEA Baptist's Hope Circle, and Misty's Mission.
We are privileged to share with you all this evening that Jill Gill and the Gill family recently accepted the 2020 Arkansas Cattle Barons Ball Legacy Award for their work on continuing to honor Kim while also supporting community partners in the fight against cancer. Please join us in thanking them and in honoring them tonight.
We would like to thank the Northeast Arkansas chapter of the American Cancer Society for giving us the Legacy Award. We are very honored and very humbled, but this is something that could not have ever happened without the help of a great many people. We'd like to thank the volunteers that have helped us over the last 13 years to make this event as successful as it has been. We also want to thank the many businesses who have contributed money or items for our silent auction. We'd like to thank the Paragould High School Lady Ram volleyball program and the Greene County Tech volleyball program for participating in our event. It's a night where the rivalries are put aside and we come together for something that's a much bigger cause than a volleyball game. We finally want to thank Sue Keel, who was the lady who originated this idea to have our Dig for the Cure event. We did it in honor of Kim Smith, who was fighting stage 4 breast cancer, and we will continue to do this in her memory until there's a cure that's found.
Thank you to the Gill family for all that they continue to do in Kim's honor. We want to take a moment to remind you about the online silent auction. If you haven't registered yet, be sure to do that. Then check out all of the amazing items up for bid. You've been looking. I've seen
shopping.
you. My goodness. And don't forget about donations for diamonds. Secure your chance now.
At this time, we are fortunate to have one of our sponsors with us to share more about their role in the fight against cancer and their support of our 2020 Arkansas Cattle Barons Ball, as well as to make a very special presentation. Let's hear what they have to say.
My name is Dale Carroza, and I'm a patient of Dr. Gentry's at Carti.
My name is Rhonda Gentry. I am a medical oncologist here at Carti in Little Rock, Arkansas. Although Dale and I had some mutual acquaintances, the first time that I met her was in my clinic as a new patient at the end of 2019.
My husband works for Radiology Associates, and they had wanted to try a mammogram party. They'd asked if I would be the guinea pig and have some of my friends get together and do that. So I had about 9 of my friends. We got together, and I was just kind of like feeling around, and I was like, I think I felt something. But I'd started working out recently again after not working out for a while, and I thought maybe it was just sore muscles or whatever. Anyway, they just advised me to come back in and get the diagnostic. So I just went in thinking it was nothing.
She had a relatively early stage breast cancer. We were cautiously optimistic that she would not require chemo. However, her score came back high and she did require chemotherapy for her breast cancer. I sit with patients every day and I am consistently amazed at how strong people really are. I don't think any of us know how we would be. I think we know how we would hope we would be. But it was really remarkable. Despite every step of the way, the first few times that she saw me, it was difficult information. She didn't allow it to shake her core. Then we were nearing the end of her chemotherapy, and we threw a little pandemic in just to spice it up a little bit. So it was remarkable to me that even though she was hoping she wouldn't need chemo, and I told her she needed it. And then hopefully, you know, you'll finish and your family can be with you, and then they couldn't. She truly had to walk that part alone. It never got her down. It certainly wasn't going to define her. She was really determined to define how this journey was going to go for her. And I do think that that's remarkable when you're faced with a cancer diagnosis and the treatment that brings you down, to balance all of that, plus being a mom and really just stay positive and smiling and happy throughout. It was really remarkable.
From the start, I remember posting a thing to my friends on social media and just saying, like, don't be weird, like, just be normal, laugh with me. And they just like really rallied around with me and really took that hashtag don't be weird to heart. I don't think I've ever had like so many people like praying for me and thinking of me and like sending me flowers and gifts and like well wishes, and it was just like, I've never experienced anything like that personally, and I think it's just overwhelming, like, to think of how kind people can be towards you. You know, it really helps you make it through that.
Seeing her resilience despite having to go to chemo alone, and then seeing the way that her family rallied around, friends and family rallied around her, it was really as if her attitude of let's get creative permeated, and despite the limitations, they figured out how to be with her.
I think it's made me like stronger in like who I am, and like not really afraid to try things or do hard things. I think it's just kind of helped me realize that I am stronger than I thought I was. Pushing through something hard and making it on the other side. And you know, for me, surviving and being like joyful through it, I think to me that I feel like that has been my survivor story, like trying to make it joyful even in the hard times.
Okay, you're gonna read this top part out loud and then 3 big rings.
Okay. Ring this bell 3 times well. It's told to clearly say my treatment's done, this course is run, and now I'm on my way.
Thank you again to Cartai and all of our generous sponsors. We cannot do what we do without your support and generosity. Our next guest is a dedicated American Cancer Society volunteer leader heading up the American Cancer Society's National Coaches vs. Cancer platform. She's here to tell us about the current cancer research funding crisis and effect of the COVID-19 global pandemic. Please welcome Danielle Musselman.
Hello, my name is Danielle Musselman, and I come to you today as someone whose family has been greatly impacted by cancer and understands the true impact of cancer research. My mother lost both of her parents to cancer, only later to be diagnosed herself. It is without a doubt my mother's survival is due to the advancements made through research over the years. But what if we can't say that anymore? What if the next time someone you know and love is diagnosed with cancer, there are no new recent breakthroughs in treatment? For the first time in its history, the American Cancer Society research budget is in jeopardy due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Many fundraising events that traditionally support cancer research and patient programs were canceled or postponed throughout the year. Deep cuts in research funding could mean a generation of cancer research lost. A lack of available funding could deter young investigators with big ideas from the cancer research field. For cancer patients, this may dramatically alter the availability of life-saving treatments, ultimately denying them more time with family, friends, and you. Please consider a donation to fund American Cancer Society cancer research. On behalf of the millions of cancer patients who will fight today and tomorrow, thank you.
Tonight, your donations directly translate to resources, and those resources fund groundbreaking research that gives everyone with this disease an actual hope for tomorrow. And that hope starts right here, right now. Visit donatecbb.com to make your donation now.
Hi, my name is Jennifer Bennett, Executive Director of Your American Cancer Society in Arkansas. I want to say thank you for tuning in to Cattle Barons Gone Digital from your home. As you can see, I'm tuning in from my home as well. While we didn't expect things to look like this in January or February or even March, and now here we are in October. And we turned Cattle Barons Digital only because of you, only because of our supporters that we knew that would help us continue to fight this good fight. We will find a cure because of you. There were over 400 people tonight that your donations went straight to. Your donations tonight allowed 400 people the opportunity to have a ride to get to treatment. Access to care is such a hard thing to come by, and because of you and your donations, you made that happen tonight. We hope in 2021 that you will join us in person as we move forward with Cattle Barons in Arkansas. Again, I want to personally say thank you for tuning in, and thank you to our sponsors and volunteers, our staff, and our executive leadership teams. We are grateful for you and everything that you have done to create Cattle Barons Gone Digital. I hope you have had a great evening tonight, and we look forward to seeing you in 2021.
Good evening. I'm Deanna Cordy, Senior Community Development Manager for the state of Arkansas. This is not a normal year, and it's nothing any of us have ever experienced in our lifetimes. Yet here we are in this virtual world, still fighting the good fight. And your support of the American Cancer Society means so much to those who are fighting this disease.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Clay, Community Development Manager in Northeast Arkansas. Your support means services can continue, life-saving research can go uninterrupted. It means you care. Cancer hasn't stopped during this pandemic, and neither has the American Cancer Society.
Fundraising is not all we do, but all we do depends on it.
This is just a moment in time, and things will get better. Hopefully this time next year we will be celebrating in person. Until then, we encourage anyone who has been touched by cancer to reach out and volunteer or donate. Together, there will be better days ahead.
Our last entertainment for the evening is someone that you may have seen on The Voice. If you're from Jonesboro like me, you may have seen him in the grocery store. It's none other than Corey Jackson.
Well, this next song that we've got for you guys tonight is actually a brand new song that I got to write with two friends of mine. And so I was really glad that they brought me in on this, and I can't wait to share this with you all tonight. Hopefully this will be my next single, we'll see. But it's called Put Some Country in Your Country, and let us know down in the comments what you think about it. We hope you enjoy it. Don't have to be from the sticks to love listening to Travis Tritt. We work hard all week long. Friday rolls around and man, it's on. It's a simple way of life, only way to be. Living below the radar, keeping it low-key, kicking it way back, all we ever need. Put some country in your country, put some pride in your stride, put some scoot in those boots. Y'all come on inside. Tonight let's all agree to light up the night like a Christmas tree. Grab a cold one and throw on to me. Put some country in your country, yeah. Don't have to live on a farm to slip on a little southern charm. Tossing a wave to all I see while driving my Ford down Main Street. It's a simple way of life, only way to be. Living below the radar, keeping it low-key, kicking it way back, all we ever need. Put some country in your country, put some pride in your stride, put some scoot in those boots. Y'all come on inside. Tonight let's all agree to light up the night like a Christmas tree. Grab in your country, yeah. Yeah, it's God-fearing, skinny dipping, home team cheering and sweet tea sipping. Put some country in your country, put some pride in your stride, put some scoot in those boots. Y'all come on inside. Tonight let's all agree to light up the night like a Christmas tree. Grab a cold one and throw on to me. Put some country in your country, put some country in your country, yeah. Put some country in your country.
Wow, what a great way to close out a great event. And speaking of great, can I just say how great you look tonight? So dapper.
How about my co-host though? Every wardrobe change on point, all the way down to the boots where she got 100% of the cow stuff off of. Those look ready to go.
Ready to go. You would think that we called each other. We actually did. We put a lot of work into this and we are very thankful for a fabulous evening. And thank you, Corey, for being with us tonight. That was amazing. Thank you for all the entertainers for sharing your time and talent with us. It means more than you know.
Thank you all for joining us this evening, and thank you for your dedication to the American Cancer Society and its mission to fight cancer. Thank you to our sponsors and to each and every one of you for your support and generosity. Thank you again to our chairs, Heather Johnson, Sarah Dawson, and Lauren, for your hard work in putting this virtual event together.
One more quick reminder that both the online silent auction and the donations for diamonds close on October 23rd. So you've got one more week to keep bidding. Keep watching your items and good luck bidding, unless you're bidding against me, and in that case, let me win.
Keep bidding. Please keep bidding.
Okay, keep bidding, because the more money we raise, the more cancer we fight. And if you do win one of those items in the silent auction, just remember an American Cancer Society staff partner will be in touch to make arrangements for you to pick up your items.
As Jennifer and Deanna said earlier, we hope to see you all again next year in person. Though we may be apart now, we have and will continue to unite together as a community to further this mission and put an end to cancer. Together, we are stronger than cancer. From Lauren and myself, have a great evening.